Hi everybody, welcome to our server. I'm Plip and this is Bandito Fernando, and today we're just gonna show you around a little bit.
Hey guys.
Okay, so this is our spawn area that a couple players made. It used to be this hill that we sort of cut out, and that was pretty inconvenient because, I mean, you can just spawn anywhere on the side of this cliff. So we leveled this out a little bit so that there's a nice, easy place for people to start out on, and it sort of leads them right into the town. So this town is sort of our main area. It's where we've been since the server first started, and it's where most of the buildings and stuff are. There's a bunch of other things scattered across the world too, but this is really the main area. This is our billboard, which sort of shows what's going on, different things that are news and stuff. It's not really updated all that much, not all that exciting. Not really sure how that happened, but this is our trash can, basically, so anything you don't want, just toss it in there. This is one of the more interesting features of our server. It is our mob spawner. It was built by player ONVT, who's actually on right now, and it's a factory kind of thing where anything that mobs would drop when they die, you can get it here because it kills the mobs and then sends all the water around here. It drowns them, and then all the items that they drop are sent by the current down to here. And as a byproduct, it produces cactus. I'm not really sure how that works because I'm not the one who designed it, but it works for me, so we use it. It's always tough to get out of here. We'll go back up here. We haven't had too much problem with griefers in the server in the past, although unfortunately we had a couple pretty serious attacks recently. This is one of the houses that was griefed. Most of them have been repaired by this point, but this is just one that isn't really used, so it hasn't ONVT hasn't gotten around to repairing it. So let me just get back down to the ground level here. Alright. So this is the first tower that we built when we first started the server. It's not really all that exciting, hasn't been maintained or anything. This is an airship, actually, it does function. We use Bukkit on our server, so that's a platform that supports all kinds of different plugins and things, and we have one plugin installed called Movecraft, which we'll make a demo video of later on, which allows you to come up here, right-click on this sign, and you will be able to pilot the ship. You can literally, with an item in your hand, anything but blocks tend to cause problems because you can just end up placing them by accident and it kind of messes with your ship and everything. So like a sword or something that won't place blocks, and you just right click in the direction where you want to go and it moves the whole ship in the direction that you're pointing. And there's some command line functions for turning. You can do /airship turn left or right, and it will turn left or right, although you have to be sort of standing in the middle or else you'll fall out the sides. It's a little bit bugged still, but it's a great mod. It's one of the more interesting ones. This is also connected to one of our Bukkit mods, and it is iConomy, basically, and this is an iConomy related mod called iConomy Chest Shop, and you buy and sell things. You can buy and sell things from these chests. They're all loaded with whatever it is, and then you right click on the sign to buy and left click to sell, and this lists the prices of what you're selling. Buy for 2 and sell for 1, and basically you get money on the server by either selling things in shops, or you can mine things and then sell them to our little mining office, or you can kill mobs, which is one of the most profitable ways to make money. This is one of the most impressive parts of our server, actually. It is a completely legitimately made, meaning no spawning at all, Capitol building that player Goofoff has been working on. It is all smooth stone, so he mined all the cobble, smelted it using all stuff that he got. None of this was spawned, and it's pretty impressive. You'll notice the gate. That's another Bukkit plugin called Craft Book, and it has a bunch of different things included within that package. The gates being one of them, and we'll actually go in here inside the Capitol and take a look at another one. Elevators. You just go right in, and you right-click on the sign. Whoops, something's wrong there. Alright. And it will take you up or down. Didn't happen that time. Must have just been a bug. And it will take you up or down floors. The signs have to be right over top of each other, and it basically just takes you up. So, this is...
Whoa, Plip, come in here.
Where?
The recreation room.
That's on floor 1?
Yep.
I'm on floor 2 still, somehow. There we go. He's got his signs a little bit messed up in there. Here we go. We'll take a look at this. Got a nice bar, pool table. Not really sure why there's a bar in the Capitol building, but hey, it works. Oops. So we'll keep moving, as we don't have too much time to spend on it. So that's the Capitol building. It's got those nice columns and everything. This is another one of Goofoff's creations over here. This cobblestone tower, which I'm not even going to bother going into because it is very, very confusing. If you don't know how to navigate it, I'll tell you, I got lost for a very long time in there at one point because I had absolutely no idea which floor was the ground floor because it's not marked. But as you can see, there's a moat around it and glass which goes all the way to bedrock. And actually the griefers, one of the things that they did was they came around and destroyed a bunch of this glass, so people would come and just like walk straight through it without even realizing and fall and be smashed to death on the bedrock below. So that was nice, but it's fixed now. So yeah, I'll just show you what it's like down here. There's just all these different floors. Whoops. At this point I've learned floor 17 is the ground floor, but it's not marked, so you can get pretty lost. So there's that, and we'll go back over here. Oops. Bandito, was there anything else to show him here? Oh, the train station, the minecart station. So we'll head back to the other side of town. The minecart station is another one of the most important parts of our server so far. It is a giant redstone computer. It's called Grand Central. Fido made it, and he's another player on our server. These are mostly just abandoned buildings here. There's not really... This is a hotel that Bandito started working on months ago and hasn't actually finished. And this was at one point a bakery, which is now out of stock. So, the farm that's not working. And so there's the sign for it. It's a giant redstone computer that you can select. And there's the mining office I was talking about. You come in here and sell your ores that you've collected. It's a giant redstone computer that allows you to select the place that you would like to go to, and you can press the button. He recently installed this lever so that it basically doubled the capacity of the computer, and you just put your cart here or use a call cart and press the button, and it will send you to whatever location is selected on here. So I mean, just this video by itself is or just this computer by itself is more than enough to have an entire YouTube video about, but as you can see, it's pretty intensive. Got a lot of gates in there. I'm not the one who designed it, so I can't really tell you how it works, so I won't even try. But we'll just leave that for another time if Fido wants to make a video about it, and we will go. I'll definitely link to that video if he doesn't want to post it on this channel. So this is that's pretty much it for that. In case you're wondering about those signs over there, one of the things that Griefer did is they built the giant gay sign. So a couple players built the straight sign because they thought it was funny. It's not really. This is another house made by a player. It's underwater. This was pretty cool at the time that he made it, and it got griefed also. They took out the glass in the top and it flooded, but apparently it's been repaired since the last time I was on here because it wasn't earlier. They also took a couple gold blocks and stuff out of here, which is really not cool. And that's pretty much our town. We have it, and there's Goof Off now actually. We have it so that mobs do spawn on this server. I mean, obviously, otherwise the spawner wouldn't really work too well. But we have it set mostly so that there's a lot of lighting in this town, and so it's not quite so difficult, or there's not quite so many mobs inside, although I did just get attacked by a creeper right before I started making this video. So it's mostly safe in here. I mean, there's a couple things that there's a couple random events that might happen, but it's pretty much secure. And I'm not going to bother showing you our nether because there's not really too much to show you. There's just a little transportation system through here. This at one point was all wool floor, but that got griefed. So there's that. I guess I'll show you the most recent addition to our server, the Trade Center, which Fido just recently built. This is another mod which we use, our most recently added mod, called Warp. I haven't really used it all that much, so I can't tell you. It was mostly Fido wanted it, so haven't really gotten too much into it since then. But this is the Trade Center, and you put, basically one player will stand here and the other will stand over there, and you put your items in here that you want to trade, and you flip this, and then to accept the trade, and then the other player who's over here will put their thing in here. Whoops. I just covered up the source block, so that's not going to work, but they put it in there, and then they accept, and the pistons push the thing through, and that's how it works. So that's pretty much it. There's a lot more to our server, but that's our main town, and I will make other videos following. We're actually working on another new server right at the moment. This is going to be our mostly private server, where we're making a public one, which any of you are more than welcome to join. It will also be running Bukkit. It already is, actually. So there'll be plenty of mods, things like that. The mods won't be exactly the same as the ones on here, but hopefully the second time through it will be actually better. I've got some plans for different mods that will allow for city planning and things like that that I think will be much better than our sort of sprawl that we have here, but this is the server that our players have been playing on since the very beginning, before I even had a dedicated server, and I was just playing it off a Hamachi virtual private network. So we've got a static IP and everything now, so we've come a long way since then, but this is pretty much the town, and thanks for watching. Subscribe, and there will be better videos, mod videos, demonstrations, stuff like that. And yeah, thanks for watching.